Hi there, I'm Roland Kim, your Greater Vancouver real estate agent here to help you. And the Bank of Canada today made an important move. And I want to walk you through what happened and what it means and how you should react. So whether you're buying or selling today's market, you'll have an understanding of how it affects you. Today, the Bank of Canada lowered the key overnight policy rate by 25 basis points, bringing it to 2.25%. That is the second consecutive cut and marks the policy rate's lowest level since July 2022. The bank has also signaled that this might be the pause point for now. What that means is future cuts are possible but not guaranteed unless conditions change significantly. The bank pointed to several key factors. Canada's economy has contracted 1.6% in quarter two 2025, partially due to weaker exports and business investments amid trade turbulence. Inflation is under control. Headline inflation was around 2.4% in September, and the underlying core inflation is estimated around 2.5%. The trade conflict with the U.S. on tariffs on steel, aluminum, lumbers, etc. is viewed as causing structural headwinds and not just cyclical ones, which means the economy is definitely undergoing a long-term adjustment. Because inflation is relatively stable and growth is weak, the Bank of Canada believes the policy rate now reduction is in line, and it does have the option to act further if the outlook worsens. And if you're looking to buy a home in the Greater Vancouver area, what it means to you as a buyer is the borrowing costs are lower. A drop in the policy rate often translates typically to lower mortgage rates, especially variable rates and some adjustable rate mortgages. That means your monthly payment could go down, freeing up buying power to improve your cash flow. It should provide you with a little bit more of affordability relief. If you're budgeting for a purchase, this cut gives you a bit more breathing room, and you might be able to afford a slightly higher purchase price for the same payment or reduced payment for the same purchase price. Acting now versus waiting is an opportunity because Bank of Canada signaled it may pause further cuts. This could be the moment of opportunity if you're ready to buy, if you're looking at the fundamentals and your situation is in line. Still, do your due diligence. While rates are slightly more favorable than they were yesterday, Greater Vancouver remains one of Canada's most competitive housing markets, and yet we are in a buyer's market with a downturn, which should provide you with a lot of opportunity. If you are a seller, what does it mean? If you're a seller, it's hopefully provides for support for more demand. Lower rates help buyers, which can cause more buyers to have confidence and potentially increase the pool of serious buyers that are going to do a deal before the end of the year. This is definitely not going to be a surge on buyers. It's not going to move us into a seller's market, but it is helping a little bit more liquidity, a little bit more interest. Timing still matters. If you're a seller and your property is positioned correctly on price and the condition and its location, it will likely sell before Christmas. But if you're mispriced, I don't think this is going to cause a seller's market with a frenziness at all. Buyer budgets may stretch a bit more. Borrowing costs are a little lower. Buyers may be able to stretch further, meaning that your price strategy could have a little bit more flexibility. But again, we are in a buyer's market. In short, maybe a balanced market overall. And the Bank of Canada's rate cut today is a positive move for both buyers and sellers in the Greater Vancouver area. It's not a dramatic shift, however, that changes anything really overnight. It's just a little bit more favorable momentum as we go into the fourth quarter of the year. As always, I'm here to help you navigate the Vancouver marketplace intelligently and confidently. Your situation is unique. Give me a call. Let's talk about your timing, your strategy, and how this rate environment fits your next move. I'm always a phone call away, and let's work together to make the most of today's market. Thanks, and talk to you soon.